There we go. Hey y'all. You get in the camera? Let's see. You need to get in the camera. You need to get. There you go. Now we cooking with high grease. Now we cooking. Hey y'all, this is Anjanette with Anjanette Speaks, the real, the raw, and the inspiring. I got two co-hosts today, y'all. This is my co-host, Jermaine Washington, my honey love.
It's honey.
It's honey. What's your name, honey?
It's honey.
It's honey. Listen, we got a cool show for y'all today. So today's our anniversary. We have met today about almost now, 10 o'clock-ish. He slid in my DM, so we're gonna tell you all about it. Now we had this cool thing where we're gonna have the fire starter. She's gonna come on and she's gonna do like a little interview, talk to us. So that we wanna let people know that we can be loved as Black women and Black men, and we can be together and we can overcome obstacles together, and we don't have to settle for what's in the his covered dating pool, y'all. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about different things. Let me turn the TV off, cause I got a glare. You can see the football in my glass. So
You got a glare from that light right there.
Okay.
I got the same glare.
We might know.
Look like I got the eyes of the dude in the Walmart. You hear me?
So listen, we're gonna bring on the fire starter. Where's she at? Jania Moore. We're gonna add her into the call. Hey everybody. Hey fire starter. What's happening?
Since I left you.
Hey.
Step two.
Hey.
That's what you doing. That's what you doing, huh? That's what you doing.
Come on, man. What's going on? It's the fire starter. Thank you for having me on the show. Listen, y'all. Let me talk to you for a second. Let me talk to the people for a second. I don't know why they got me on here with these silly people and they want me to interview them. But listen, I'm going to go and do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I got to do. Y'all come on in here and y'all put some stuff in the chat and let's light this chat up real quick. Let's take this moment to go share it to our pages, our social media. We got to get some people on here because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to dating, relationships, and I am going to be the host. So I thought that they were going to continue to talk, but your girl is in the room, okay? So,
It's the fire starter takeover as usual.
Listen, and then they tried to send me some questions, and it's sitting wherever they sent, okay? Return the sender, okay? You called me to the show, okay? I didn't call you. You called me. So I'm about to go ahead and light this fire real quick because that's just what I do. So y'all go ahead and tag some people real quick, invite some people. Where we at? What's
the question for the sister?
Endure entertainment.
Endure. All right. I got y'all. I have been following Endure Entertainment. So if you have not been following Endure Entertainment, you have not been entertained. Okay? So you can go ahead. Let me go ahead and put it to my stories so they can go and click on that. Let me go ahead and put it to my personal page. And I got a few groups I'm going to go and drop it in too. Because we got to get some people in here talking while I'm getting ready to be asking these questions. Asking all them questions while you asking all them questions. Making statements. We ain't assuming nothing today. It's anniversary. It's the anniversary. Wait up.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, it's an anniversary. Come on. It's an anniversary. It's a celebration, man. Listen, I ain't got much, but what I got, everybody wish they had. You know what I'm saying? And that's the motivate. Okay, I'm going to uplift you and motivate you, get you excited about your life. And I am excited about this couple right here. Y'all know she been talking about him on the low. He is. Y'all know her smile is a little different. That's why. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go and talk about why her eyes is bigger than the glasses on her face. We gonna go ahead and talk about it. So real quick, one more time. My name is Jania Moore. I'm the fire starter. I am going to be the host today. They are my co-hosts on her show. Amen. That's how we finna do it. But I want y'all one more time as people coming on in. Go ahead and introduce yourself one more time for the people. You too. Yes.
My name is Anjanette. I am Anjanette Speaks, the real, the raw, and the inspiring. And
I'm Jermaine Washington from the ATL. How y'all doing?
How you doing? How you doing? So Anjanette Speaks, right? You have been motivating people. You have had your talk show for a while, and I believe over a year. So congratulations for you on that.
I think been 2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
3 years. Yeah.
And that is such an accomplishment right there.
Thank you.
Since 2020, you have been doing this right here. Anjanette Speaks on Endure Entertainment. That's a celebration all by itself. And if you did not know it's been 2 years and I just said a year, listen, I had to be corrected too. Then shame on you. You need to be following Endure Entertainment, and you need to definitely be following Anjanette Speaks. That's all I gotta say, because you have been missing some amazing shows and a great conversation. Because a lot of times these shows be talking fluff, but they don't have no good conversation. You can't relate to what's going on. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is talking about some relatable things when it comes to the dating realm. Because yes, that water is pissy and I don't want to get in it. But if I don't, baby, love. I'm a big girl swimsuit on, a one-piece swimsuit trying to be found, but I don't want to get in the water because it look a little funny. You know what I'm saying? So when I gotta figure out what I need to do, do I need to jump around the shore to this sea? Because I can't get in the water. There's too many people in the water.
Hey, Janelle, somebody pissed in the pool.
I'm in the pool. What are you telling me? I'm in the pool.
Hey, listen. So I don't want to get in the water, but I need to understand, do I just dance on the hallelujah and work my hips on the sideline? Like, what am I supposed to do to be found? So that's what we're going to talk about today. How can you be found without getting in the pissy pool? All right. I think we can say this on my network. This ain't my network. This Endurance Network. Sorry if we ain't supposed to say that word. So let's start with this. Endure Entertainment. I apologize. Let's start with this. Y'all have been together. This is your 1 year anniversary, correct?
Yes, this is it.
Right? The official we together. Right?
It's the official we met. We together in January.
This is the met anniversary. This is the officially we met time, right? So
yeah,
the first phone call.
The first phone call. Let's talk about that, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna bring it all the way forward again. So the first phone call, who called who?
I called her.
You called her. All right. So does that mean that you found her, or you just did the call?
Well, what happened was when I got this beautiful picture on my phone, I happened to just be like, okay, I followed a couple of days. So what happened was I said, well, shit, I'm going to do like the song say, slide in her deal. So what I did was I finally pulled up because I had got her to follow me like 2-3 days ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she followed me. So I was like, okay, cool. That's step number one. I already knew it.
So there, you said she was following you. So
No. I had some kind of way she came through my feed.
Okay, so this on Facebook?
Instagram.
Okay.
On Instagram. See, some kind of way.
Hold on. Today. Amen now.
She came through my feed on Instagram.
On Instagram. All right. So this
is. I just happened to, Instagram was my playground, no secret. Okay. And what happened was I was scrolling. I was just laying up on my air mattress at this time.
Oh.
And for those who know, they'll get it. They understand. So I happened to see it, and I was like, oh, that's my wife right there. That's what the good Lord told me. Wow. So I started looking into her page and stuff. And what happened was I was like, okay, well, I had followed her. She followed me back because that's how they go. Wow. And I actually did what you just asked. I slid into a DM. And I sent her a message. Yeah, and I sent her a message.
Okay.
And when I sent her a message, she had hit me back, say, hey, I don't forgot what it said, but
All right, so pause for a second.
I got it on somewhere.
So pause for a second. Let me ask you a real question. I'm gonna ask you real.
This is why.
Oh my God! Show me that.
This
Oh my God!
look, this how it all started. This how it all started.
Roll back up to conversation. I ain't never printed out and laminated, y'all. She don't have next.
This how it all started.
Y'all know we are legendary for being goofy.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I get up and I just say,
I love it. So I'm gonna ask real questions because that's how we gonna figure this thing out and get
right.
hurdles. Because we see on social media all the time. Hey, Abby. So we see on social media all the time where they try to tell you how to date and who to date and how to move, right? But this story right here is so unique that I'm gonna break some things down. Right, so I'm gonna ask you a real man question. Is that how you normally dated on social media? Because you said that was your stomach ground, Instagram, place where you scroll. No. Was that?
It's a story behind it. It's a story behind how I came on the social media, but no, this is the first actual relationship that I actually had, met, got, whatever through social media.
All right. So at this time, y'all never dated, never seen each other in person. You met on social media. You slid in a DM. She responded. Just read the first line to me, sir, in your voice. I need to hear it. I need to hear it in your voice, what you put in that first line.
Hey, my love, how was your day today?
Oh, okay. That's what you said. That's clean. It's not thirst trap. It's just, hey, love, how you doing? Okay, go give us the second line, Angela. Speak. How you responded to that?
So first, let me say this. First, I typed. Okay, what I typed at first was, "You don't know me well enough to call me my love."
Did that,
but I erased.
So let's pause. I promise you, we're gonna speed it up in a moment. But I want us ladies to understand, because I just saw something that a lot of black women was like, they was out and all these black men wouldn't even approach them when they talk. It was just her and her friend. But Becky and Sarah getting all the attention, getting drinks, blah, blah, blah. And they said, well, black men was saying that women always respond negatively. Or we say, hey, can you smile? And we be like, why you want me to smile? Blah, blah, blah. So we got to watch how we do. Right. We gotta put a smile on our face. We gotta be welcoming, right? Yeah, so that brokenness don't come off in the beginning. Or that rejection or I've been hurt. Right. Don't come off in the beginning. So you was about to check them. But
because I was about to say, you don't know me like that to be calling me my love. I bet you tell everybody that.
Right.
Why you
boom. Okay.
I did.
I caught that later though.
Yeah, later on.
We caught that. We caught that later.
We in the
she had to let it be known.
So you decided not to pop off, and then
I didn't pop off, and I said, so I said it was fine. LOL. I'm old. I sleep by 10. I'm sleep by 10. And I said, how is yours? I like your page. It's real.
Oh, see. You see that right there? Call his attention. Why? Because he was already on your page. Oh, she just let me know she was on mine too. Oh, okay. We in the same boat now. He like, oh, she on my page too. Oh, okay, yeah. I checked you out. You checking me out. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Right. That's it.
I want y'all to pay attention, ladies. I'm sleep by 10. I was gonna say N-word. Don't text me after 10 o'clock. Don't call me after 10 o'clock. What time was it when he sent the message? Let me look.
It was 10:32. I responded at 10:32.
I responded, but next time, before 10 p.m.
Trust me. Listen, all that came out. Trust me. Trust me.
want y'all to understand, ladies, how you can place healthy boundaries with someone respectfully without running them off.
Exactly.
I normally sleep, but I stayed awake to respond to you. Ooh,
Right.
come on.
That's it.
But next time, please, don't talk to me after 10 because I'm not going to respond next time.
You hear me?
But because I peeped your page, I decided to holler back.
Right on.
Lady life. All right. So what's the next line? Come on, talk to me. I'm learning something.
Watch this.
Now watch this. Well, you can get to know the man behind the page. By the way, I'm an Aries. By the way, I am an Aries.
What did that have to do with it?
By the way, you a what?
Aries.
Aries. Oh, you already telling your zodiac sign. Listen, if you want to match me up, let me go ahead and tell you when the month ranging around my birthday. I'm an Aries too.
Kind of like that was my mission to say, this is what you're dealing with now. I don't know. It just came out like that. I'm sorry.
See, what he said was, I'm going to do commentary. I know you saw some things on my page, but I really need you to get to know me and not what I post.
I can go for that.
Oh, I hear you talking.
I can go for that.
So this is still in the same day.
Yeah.
That was the same conversation.
10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, huh?
Right. And what happened was it's cut off, but I left my number.
That's
so I said, well, yeah, I left my phone number like, hey,
we not shooting shots to
yeah.
we gonna go
I thought the 50 poll like that.
We do all the slugs.
I left my number and I left it at that. Hey, call me when you get a chance.
And good night, sweetie.
Good night.
Whenever you ready. Ooh, wait. What can you do with that, ladies? When you got a man that know who he is.
So then I sent him my number like the next day. Right? So when I sent him
this question, did you see the number that night?
No. I saw it when I woke up.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I sent him my number because what I said when he sent me the number was, "Oh, got the digits." Got them digits quickly. Yes, come on, sir, quickly. Let's do this, right? So I was like, you see your phone in the morning. Right? You know the thing is that so many people slide in your DM and they're not real people. I usually don't respond to them. But because I knew he was a real person, like you would see him getting his haircut, going out and stuff like that. And I was like, he cool. Like some of the stuff, it's like from religious stuff to craziness, like he all over the place. And I'm like, this fool's crazy, right? If anything, just to be his friend. So I sent him my number, which would have been like he probably hit me up like on a Friday. This is going into Saturday or whatever. So he off work, right? So yeah, like as soon as I sent the number, the 470 number was on my phone, like immediately.
So I got a question for you. When he messaged you, and this is to Anjanette, when he messaged you, were you ready and open for a relationship? Or even to communicate with nobody? No. Pause. Jermaine, when you sent the message, were you ready and open for a relationship?
Pretty much. I mean, it was like I got to meet her. That's what my mind saying. Like, hey, I got to meet this woman.
Okay.
This is like a must-have. This got to happen.
So you understood where your place was. You knew that was something that needed to be in your life. So you wanted to get to know, to see if that was long-term or whatever, right? It intrigued you that much that you had to have or be exposed.
Because I wanted to know, because once I checked out her page and stuff, and like I say, once I followed her, and what happened was I think I went on YouTube and pulled up Anjanette Speaks and Concrete Rose and find out about the poetry and the sayings and all, because I'm on that real hard. certain saying, stuff like that. I say, hold on, man. I gotta get to know this man.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Find out about the comedy and then she did some kind of, I think even on her page you'll see it, she did some kind of
The fashion stuff.
it was a model walk, runway walk.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was something like that. And I said, hold on, man. This might be more than this guy.
I need to get to know her. And
I
that's none of what you said. Because a lot of people, I'm in the entertainment business myself, they will be intimidated by seeing all of the things that she has accomplished, having scratched the surface. But because she has done these things, comedy, her shows, you know, the TikTok, the modeling, and all these different things for this long time, is like, oh no, I can't mess with that. Usually that's what men do, right? I can't. But you was like, no, I gotta get to know the person. I would love to know this person, right? But I say this, so that tells me with men, when they kind of see what they need to see in the woman according to who they are and according to where they would like to go. Is that true?
Right. Not to cut you off. It's like, from what I was reading and seeing, I felt her energy. And her energy just wasn't it was like a match energy, like, hey, this it. That's it.
That's what I need.
Find a way. And you need to find a way, and you need to find a way fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I got to find a way.
I'm gonna stay in front of this.
Right. Yeah, I got to.
And then for women, for you, and I thank y'all for being very honest, because we need to be honest of where we are and how we get to where we need to be, right? For you, you was not ready. You was not.
I was recently out of a relationship in like 2 months prior. So,
recently.
Yeah, like 2 months prior. So I was still feeling like I needed to, like I had committed to myself, and like I didn't want to date until my son was grown and out the house or whatever. And so like for me, you don't want to assume that this person is like your husband. Like that's the one thing that we always be there. Oh my God, God sent me. You know what I mean? So he was safe enough, far away enough, right, for me to get to know him and be friends with him. If nothing else, that was what it would be, because at that point I felt like I was damaged goods, and who gonna love me when I'm feeling all this stuff, right? When I got all this going on. So I didn't want to open myself up to say, oh, I'm ready for a relationship. Plus, I liked his approach. It was light, it was fun, it wasn't a whole lot of, mush, and he was cool. And so he didn't make me feel like, he didn't even bring up, I don't know when we started talking about intimacy. Like, I don't know that came up. Like at first, at least in the first month or so, like, it's just been,
there was no pressure in that area, and that's important. When they
start
rushing that, and that's the main course.
Like he never asked me send you pictures, none of that stuff. None of that.
You gotta, she's trying to quit me. She's trying to throw me off. You got to get to this. She tried to throw me off and everything. After the first phone call. See, after the first phone call, it was like, hey, you don't know me like this. Is why I said you got to get back to it. Yeah. I'm about to hate my love and all this and that. Uh-huh. So she like, you don't know me to be calling you my love. And
she did.
Yeah, like, I bet you call all the women that. And I'm like,
my damage was showing a little bit.
I'm like, hey.
And not only that, women Minister Farrakhan says it all the time. Women challenge men. We naturally do. We want to test to see if you gonna be the strong tower for me. It's not that
I respect that.
For weak spots, because it's gonna fall on me one day. So I need to know where it is so I can start rebuilding that area. So we naturally do. So that's what you're like, wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm not just the same old, blah, 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 blah. But balls, before we get to that and I finish that, I want to talk about something specifically from both of you guys. And you can answer this. But I'll start with Jeanette. So when you say that you was freshly out of relationship, sometimes we can be freshly out of relationships, but not fully out of the relationship. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Because sometimes you break up and it be breaks and you're on and you're off and you're on and off and then linger, right? So for this time, for you, did you really believe that it was a severing cut? No? Or did it just level out and he came right on in and it's severed?
Well, no. So it was severed before he got there.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no anything. There was nothing there. So like I haven't even seen the man since last August or so, in September or something like that. I don't even talk to him. So it's not that. It wasn't. I wasn't in anything.
Ooh.
Well, I want to say this because outside looking in, we're not throwing.
No. We good over here. We good. Like we good.
We're gonna shift over to him. But what I'm saying too, sometimes it takes a moment to fully get everything out of our being. Somebody else. You have been in that particular relationship for a very long time, and I throw a jab in it because you got somebody new named almost every accolade you had, and probably don't even know you did some of the stuff that you were doing.
Right.
I peeped that real quick, right? So already you were showing supportiveness and acknowledging of who you were and respected who you were and your gifts, your talents, and abilities, and was not intimidated about it at all. Amazing.
Capacity to hold me. You feel me?
Yes. And to stand there and say, hey, I'm not moving. Do you, right? So that's what I say to you is because sometimes we as women, even of myself, carry exes for a moment. That don't mean I'm going to be with you. That don't mean nothing, but once it ends, it take a moment for all of that to be flushed out.
Right. And that's everybody.
Because it's a natural thing to check up or think about sometime. All that stuff was some of those things still there is what I'm saying. The residue of the relationship was still there. That's why you wasn't open to it. Now you didn't shut it off, but you wasn't like looking. Does that make sense? Okay. So there's levels to this is what I'm saying in dating. Sometimes you're not ready because you feel like I'm still got some residue of this old, so I'm not going to connect, but it's important not to close the door. And that's what you did not do. When he approached you, you didn't close the door and say, no, it's just too soon. No. He was like, let me see.
I did though.
Let me see. Okay.
I did so we need to get there.
Okay, we need that. But now I'm going to shift to you real quick. Now I'm going to shift to you. I don't know. We're going to have to do a part 2. Listen. Now I want to shift to you because I want to hit on important things with dating because I think these podcasts do not be doing enough justice explaining the steps in relationships. Either you jump
and everybody steps are different,
right? So for you, sir, were you say I had to have that, but did you have other things going on at the time?
Well, I did. I won't lie, and it was like, but I was on like the back end of a very toxic relationship. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it was like I mean, when we finally talked, I felt my peace.
Okay.
So now I really like, okay, hold on. It's really just out the window. Because once you, just the way I'm set up and made, once you just burn that bridge, I don't think you can stack it back up.
Right.
So now, and it lingered around, and I slowly got out of it because I slowly started putting all my energy ear.
Okay, got you.
And and that's how that came about.
And I'm glad you said that.
So,
Hey, Johnny, how you doing? I'm glad you was honest and said I did have other stuff going on, and I'll let you go and talk for a second. I did have stuff going on because I believe with men move very different than what we do. Women, we expect men to move a certain way. They just do not function that way. Sometimes they will deal and not like the woman at all. I've heard too many men be in marriages, didn't even want to marry her, but was in a marriage and did not like the woman at all. So y'all move very different than what we expect you to, right? So it took a minute for you to cut off everything, separate everything for you, right? Okay, go
Right.
ahead. We waving over here. Go ahead.
okay, yeah, I was waving at Ingrid.
Okay. So that I'm glad she was honest. She was like, "Hey, I was a hot commodity. I'm in the ATL, shouted. You know what I'm saying? I had some things going on, but I like this. Something about this. It was my.
Right.
So let's
Right.
talk about the toxicity, right? Would you say it was toxic because it did not work where you were in your life? What was toxic about it? Was it because it was like? Because there's a difference between dating somebody because of your old self and dating somebody because of your new where you're going. So what?
No, it was where I was at as a person at that time, but
Okay.
it was just. I mean, I'm not a saint in that relationship too. At the same time, but when there's no respect and just everything that just a man is looking for, I don't like chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't respect me, that we can't get nowhere.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Because and if I know it and it's blankly and it's like, okay, because you just feel like it's supposed to be this way or that way. No, it's not. I mean, I'm gonna lose interest. I'm out of there. I don't care. I'm gonna feel like it's just something to do.
Point, and that's what
And,
men do,
and,
right?
and,
You got.
and like at that time, it was something to do
Mm-hmm.
until like they say, I found my grass is greener on the other side.
Hey, because not only was it just green, but you made sure you nurtured it,
Yes.
fertilized it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get on into that, right? All
Yeah.
right. So now you slid into the DM, you sent that number, you called, y'all having communications. Let's fast forward. Are y'all in the same city at this point?
No.
Y'all in
And I asked her that. And I say, please tell me you in the state of Georgia. And she laughed like, she laughed. She laughed. And I'm like, what you laughing for? She said, child, I ain't nowhere near Georgia. I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
He said, "Oh no!"
So you didn't know where she was until y'all talked on the phone.
No, cause see, like me, I'm really I'm kind of new to the social media, phone, and all this and that. I'm thinking, cause we talking, or we, cause I had some other stuff on. I'm thinking we need each other. Like, what's up? What part of the city you in? I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
okay, so how soon was it for y'all to finally meet? How soon?
2 months.
2 months later.
2 months? Oh yeah, January.
2 months later. So what made that go? Like, was it just you just who went to who? How did that flow?
We worked it out together.
We worked it out. Baby set a flight. Say, hey man, I'm coming to the
So
city.
she came to you.
Because actually, at the time, I couldn't fly.
Okay, no problem.
Due to some other circumstances, you hear me?
That's in the fine print. They can't read that. So she
You hear me?
flew to you, correct? So she flew to you. So what made you feel that comfortable? Because for us, we got to have some form of comfortability, safety, precaution. What did you do to?
So we skipping a whole part of this because in October, November, December, and January, so we mid-January, we talked a lot. I broke up with him. I tried to leave him alone. Three times. I told him I'm too broken for this.
Three times.
Listen, I'm too broken for this. You don't want to deal with me. I got anxiety. I got depression. You don't want to fool with me. I'm telling you, I'm a lie. I'm a single mother. I got this, and my life is a mess. I don't like to cook. I don't clean up after myself all the time. My house messy. You don't want none of this.
You
And
laid
he
it
like,
all out. You laid it all
I'm
out.
busy. I got
busy.
4-5 jobs. I ain't got the time.
What you say, baby?
I don't trip. When you got time, hit me up. But just know I'll be there waiting on you.
I was like, huh?
Yeah, I'll be waiting on you.
And then, so I said, you're not listening to me. I'm broken. You do not want to talk to me. I'm telling you. So look, I sent him a text message. Remember the text message I sent you? It was all long.
Oh, yeah. I think I little somewhere.
I sent a message and I was like, hey, so about this time we have been talking
cool,
consistently.
but I can't do this.
You're a really nigga nice man. I'm really just not, I can't do this. Because what happened was I felt myself liking him. Mm-hmm. Like, I felt myself when I made her call me and check in. So
I was gonna say the people who were in. Oh, she's talking about when you left. Yeah.
So I used to look at my phone, right? And I used to be like, he called me at the same time all the time. So when I got to the place where I was like looking down at my phone, I ain't expecting him to call me.
Oh,
So I text him and I'm like, hey, good luck. Okay, that's fine. I was like, good luck, you good, have a nice life, right? So he hits me back with what you telling me? He called me on the phone.
No, once I read it, and just me myself, I'm like, man, what the hell is wrong with this lady? But it might not sound like that. But I'm by myself. So I'm looking like, I don't ask for all this. What the hell? What is I got darn problem? Whatever, like. So I called him. Done blocked me once or 2 times. Done blocked all the social media, all this and that. So I'm like, hey, what's up? I ain't got. Hey, slow down. Pause breaks. Slow down. All right, listen, check me out. I ain't tripping about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on, we're gonna work through it. I ain't on that. I ain't trying to force you to do nothing you don't want to do or whatever, but we gonna make time for each other. You ain't got the time. All right, I work, because at that time I think I worked 12 hours. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, listen, just be easy, man. And hey.
That's how you talking to me.
It's all right.
Okay.
It is all right. Don't trip. I got all the time in the world. I know I learned to see by my other life. I learned patience. And I learned how to deal with a person. You know what I'm saying? And I learned just certain things, and I really want to get to know this lady, this woman, and be in her life or whatever. So I'm like, hey, just be easy. We're gonna take this thing slow. Friends first.
Don't set the rule.
We're gonna build this. Cause I always said
this relationship. I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Cause I said, hey, like I said right now, we built this from grit iron. This came from grit, bloodshed and tears, as they would say. So, and I say, hey man, I ain't in no rush. Come on, man. What is wrong with you? You say you this. All right, I'm there too. Yeah. You say you're a little depressed. Hey, I just did a woo 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 woo. I'm depressed too. You say all right, so what? I got ADD too. Whatever. It don't matter. What's up?
I wrote the whole list down. He was like, okay, so Ann. And I ran out of stuff.
Just quiet the whole storm. See, that's what a man gonna do.
That's what a man gonna do.
Storm.
Quiet the whole storm. He quieted the whole storm. I always do. He shuts the whole storm down. Every
all
time.
your tools away, all the weapon away, everything.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
Okay, just put it right here. Okay.
just give yourself a chance. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he said.
Because I said, listen, you going to be my best friend.
There we go.
I slid that one on. But you going to be my best friend. Now, down the road, I'm going to marry my best friend. But we'll come back to that later on. But right now, I need my best friend. And that's what we going to build this on. We're going to build this friendship first. And once we build it, wherever it take off to the end, I'm cool with it. If it don't take off, guess what? I'm cool with it at the same time, but at the end of the day, guess who you is to me? My best friend. You feel what I'm saying, Janelle?
Oh, that's
So
playing.
That best friend,
right there.
that best friend, Mac, a cold Mac. That best friend,
Oh, that's playing right there, boy. I just want to be your best friend. Just took all the pressure off.
So that's why I felt comfortable going there. So he was like, "Hey, I want you to come." I made the arrangements. We took care of everything we needed to take care of. Went there, and I saw him for the first time. January. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
So
Even though I kind of pissed off.
Oh my God! Did you?
Just 24 hours before she came.
Bro, I wasn't even going.
So she called herself. You know us, man. Like I told her in the beginning, though. Hey, listen, I'm a man's man. Don't trip. I said, just like she told me, how my man Kevin Gates said, I'm a little toxic, but you gonna learn to love this shit over here. You know what I'm saying? So, and I told her, I said, man, you'll learn to love the hell out of me. But every now and then, I might trip and fall or do something out the way. Like when
Okay, that's okay.
It did. But you might do something, every now and then, that you might get rid of, be mad about. And that's what it was. Oh, man. Phew.
So he pissed me off.
Did I?
And I wasn't going. And my middle daughter was like, "Ma'am, you getting on that plane and you going." I was like, "No." So I told him, I said, "Hey, I'm going to Atlanta. And if you show up, you do it. You don't, I don't care. Because I'm going to see Atlanta." At this point, I done saved my money.
You know I'm looking at the phone like, who is you talking to?
I'm like, if you there at the airport, you arguing, you ain't, whatever, I don't care. So he's like, "What?" So I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So I was like, "You ain't going to be there." He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm coming. No, whatever." Well,
I was there.
And
and the energy when she got off the plane was like, oh, it was up. We lit up the whole airport. Oh, and then I got the whooping and hollering out. Boy, my baby come with thigh miles. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Ooh, I'm whooping and hollering in the airport. People looking at us like we crazy. Yeah.
He was hollering and screaming. The Lord sent my wife 987 miles.
I screamed that in the airport.
In the airport.
Wow.
And everybody was like, "Oh my God, this and that," right? So that's how we met.
Wow. That is definitely a story. I don't know how much time we got. We got 20
minutes. It's a hood girl fairy tale. Come on.
Listen. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all learned a lot, because I learned too, because you don't realize how much you can block something that could be genuine, and you don't understand how simple it is to tear down fake walls, right? Because she threw stuff up there at you, but you was like, I got that. And that's what we want. That's what we want to hear as a woman.
That's what we want to hear.
Everything. Because we don't have it all together. We're not perfect. But all I need to know is that you got me. That's what I need to know from you. And after that, we good on whatever level we good on. But
That's
if
right.
I don't believe and know all of my being that you got me, I don't care if you do have money. That's not what I need from you, the root of everything. And that's exactly what you gave her. And that's just amazing. That's just amazing. So I feel like we need a pause. I think we're gonna be like a part 2 or something forever. So
Let's go. What you got? Bring it on.
yeah, let's pause here. I'm like, it's so much that we just gave everybody. It is important to understand, like I said, the process of things, right?
So here's what I'm gonna interject and say, since I'm co-hosting today. Everybody's story is not the same, right? But as a black woman that's been in a relationships and in and out abuse and all this stuff that we go through, like some things are just not as important as social media and all these different podcasts is making it seem, right? Like compatibility, having the same goals in mind, stuff like that. Like me, I was gonna say honey.
I'm honey.
Me and Jermaine are kindred spirits, right? And so like when people see us together, they know, oh, this is how they got together. Because we both crazy, I don't know it, right? And he lets me be me. And my thing is, if you gotta pretend to be anything other, this is what he taught me. If you gotta pretend to be anything other than you, that's not for you. That's not.
You don't need it.
You don't need it. Like he allows me to be me. I allow him to be him. He doesn't criticize me or tell me, oh, you shouldn't be this way. You should do it like this, blah, 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 other than how I cook and make cornbread. Other than that, like, no, I'm just other than that, like, nah, he doesn't do that. You know what I mean? He lets me be who I am. And that's important for us as women and people, period. We have these shirts that say, his peace,
my protection.
Her protection.
Oh God.
Right? Her protection, his peace.
That's it.
So, and we said that because that's what I was saying. But I'm talking about emotionally. Hey Abby, I love you too. I'm talking about emotional protection, physical protection, mental protection.
Yes.
You can have a man that physically protects you, but driving you crazy, breaking your heart, not there for you emotionally. But I have God just with you. Like people say this and it's crazy because but God knows what you need, right? And he knows your personality. So he knows who will be good for you. And we just have to trust him. Now I didn't know that this was gonna happen. So we gotta pay attention. Because I really almost, because I was like, I don't like him. I'm not gonna fool with him. I don't like him. But I love him. That's my best friend. So there's that. That's my dog.
That's my dog.
Wow. Sierra.
That's my dog.
This was definitely just an awesome show. I thank y'all for allowing me to be the host for today and to interview y'all because your story is absolutely amazing. We just scratched literally the surface of it.
We'll be back
through the full year of everything happened within the year, but we're doing this, and I want y'all to understand that for both of them, because I was literally with them during the process. I'm probably one of the main people that's been literally in the process, right? I want to say to y'all that's listening about them, this was beyond. I want to say magical, but that sounds like it's so like demonic witchcraft, right? But just like divine, if I could use a word, the transformation that both you guys have went through within a year's time is amazing. It's mind-blowing when you hear the full story. We literally scratched at 1 year. So I can't even imagine what God is getting ready to do in 5-10 years with you guys, because he literally transformed your lives individually at the same time together to bring you to this point of happy bliss, matching shirts, getting on my nerves, giggly all the time.
we corny as hell now.
Talking about yes or no, do you like me? I'm hitting you. You run and catch me if you can.
Yeah, all that.
All that. I thought y'all was grown. All of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a wonderful thing because now, like you said, y'all so in tune and sync with your personality, with your character, all the way live, all the way down, whatever it is, right? That you can naturally be you every part. Because I have been in a relationship, they like Jania, but they don't like the pastor, prophet, or nothing. They don't like the fire style, or they like the fire style, but they don't like this, right? But to expose your whole self, be naked in front of somebody, literally, and they like, I dig that scar. I got one too. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing. That's a wonderful thing. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what y'all got going on. And as you see, God has blessed it. It's amazing. So we 1 year down. And then what's coming up in January before we leave? Oh, you got something to say? You can't.
No. The official wedding.
The official.
Yeah. The official wedding of Teen Jeanette, January 13th is going down.
Oh, the wedding. So listen, ain't nothing holy but the matrimony.
Ain't nothing holy but the matrimony. So the wedding itself is gonna be semi, but if you ain't super saved, don't go to the reception. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Don't come. Leave.
It's going down. We gonna have.
We bless God for this. We both bless God for this. But we gonna have a good time, right?
We gonna have a good time.
Absolutely.
Come on in.
Go ahead,
and enjoy yourself.
What'd you say?
Absolutely. I didn't mean to cut you off, and I'm gonna give y'all last word. But what I learned about marriage, and I heard this from somebody, and I'm gonna shoot it on the top. Literally, there's no such thing as a Christian marriage. There's absolutely no such thing. There's only such thing as a marriage.
Right.
Now, it's two individuals decide to be Christian, and that's how they live their life. Great, but there's no such thing. So we gotta stop putting stigmas on it. Marriage. He married you, the woman, and Jeanette. You marry him, the man, Jermaine, right? Y'all going to become officially the Washingtons. How you live that marriage that's about it. If you never get behind the pulpit again, he's still going to be with you and Jeanette, not the prophet, blah, 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 all that other stuff. We have to learn how to properly look at this dude. Look at this dude, sweet ass. You
know he do stuff to get under your skin.
Sweet. We gotta properly understand how to honor marriages and relationships. Real talk. Stop putting all these extra titles and situations, and that's how it gets cloudy. Your marriage is your marriage. Your relationship is your relationship. Keep all the important stuff off social media, right? But we get to all that other stuff later.
Let me say this.
Last words. I'm giving you last words.
Let me say this last word. You don't need nobody's permission to love.
Hey.
The one thing that I did, because Jania, you've been there like the last several years when I've been in these transitions, you have been privy to see the transition like happening before your eyes. And a lot of my lifers and friends I've been having for years, they haven't seen this part of me. They don't know me, right? They don't know me no more because I'm really not that person. And I'm really very private. And so my life is public, but my life is also private, right? I say what I say. I teach the lessons that I've learned, but I don't say what's going on. And there has been so much growth here, right? But I didn't ask nobody for permission to go to Atlanta to be with my man, to meet my man, to love my man, to nothing. I kept it to myself because a lot of times we don't want to admit this, but it's true. Like I was telling my girlfriend for January, I paid to go, right? No, for February, I paid to go. So February 14th, I paid. He works. He paid bills. And you know what I'm saying? So I had the money and I went. And a girlfriend of mine was telling me, hey, if he really want to be with you, he'll pay for everything. You don't have to pay for nothing. I wouldn't go unless he's paying. Well, see, that's why you single.
Right.
Because I'm going to go.
Straight like that.
I'm going to go. Right?
Yeah.
Because I know what he got to do. And I know what I got. And I'm not
Yeah.
putting no strain on myself necessarily. Right?
Yeah.
Like the plane ticket's
Right.
$98, all this stuff. And we got something going on. But when I said that, if you ever told me, hey, I'm going to so-and-so to see this person, I need to make sure that you're safe. But other than that, I'm not worried about who's paying for what. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we tend to do this. We
Yeah.
tend to want the approval of our friends. And we tend to say, oh, you doing this? Oh, you girl, she paying for this, she doing this or whatever. And then, oh girl, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Right. And that's why you ain't gonna never be no man. Because you ain't gonna never do nothing different.
Right.
You gonna do the same thing. They can't always pay for everything all the time. So hey, I went and I paid. And I had no problem with it. And we had a good time.
Yeah.
And he was there with the flowers and the balloons in the airport, embarrassing me, hollering, screaming, and all that.
Hey, listen. For Valentine's Day, 'cause she came down that weekend. I mean that week. I went and got the yellow. I know she had like yellow flowers, teddy bear, which she still has. Thing of chocolate candy. You know the whole
thing.
Candle, the Valentine candle. So I got it and set it in like a mural. And I overtook them people garbage can down at the airport.
Is that what it was on?
Yeah, it was on the big garbage can. So when she come up the steps coming out the terminal, that's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Wow.
You cannot help but see it. I don't care nothing about no sign to say such a landing from wherever you going.
Yeah.
Let it go. You can't help but to see this big old thing with the flower, everything sitting right there when you come out. So when she come out and she seen it and seeing me, she just, ooh, I love to see them tears in her eyes. She just crying.
You make that moment special for her, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
You pour it right back into her, and that's amazing.
It was Valentine's Day, so I had to make sure she got her Valentine present.
Yeah. And then we had, we just had a really good time. We spent some really quality time together that weekend. I think we were there like 3 or 4 days. I was there, and it was just like a really, really good time for us to just spend together, be together, making some transitions, getting ready for some stuff to happen, and we really like me and Jermaine like had each other's back off the rip. Like it was something that wasn't.
After we got past her fighting.
Yeah, after we got past that, and I realized that he was gonna be my best friend. He devoted me into being best friend. Then once I got past that, it was a wrap. Like we instantly had each other's back. So
all right. So last words for you, Jermaine. What do you have to say to either men, women, or whatever? Your last words.
My thing is really like for the women, give yourself a chance. Even though social media has a stigma, everybody doing their thing on social media, you're bashing the men, the men bashing the women. All I can say is just give yourself a chance. Open up. Because if you really want to be happy, the heart never lies. Follow your heart. The heart do not lie. Women and men lie, the heart don't. Trust me. When you find that person, you'll know it. And then I mean, when nothing else, the heart ain't gonna lie to you. That's all I can tell you. Follow it. I found mine.
You better get yours. All right.
You better find one of these. A good Southern man. How about that? That's what you do. Find you one of these.
Listen, Janelle Moore, we really thank you today for doing this for us. I want to do something different. Happy anniversary, baby.
Part 2,
Listen, Thank you for sliding in my DM, dog.
You hear me?
Like, say, that's the best thing you did all your whole life, boy.
Listen, I used to hear that song all the time and really didn't know what it meant until I slid in the baby
Yeah.
D.
Well, it's a wrap, y'all. We closing down Anjanette Speaks. Y'all can catch her every
Part two
Sunday
coming
around this
soon.
time. Check out Endure Entertainment. Go ahead and say the speech. I'm gonna mess it up.
Okay. So if you think of Endure Entertainment, think of clean entertainment. And when you think of clean entertainment, think of Endure Entertainment. This has been another edition of Anjanette Speaks, the real, the raw, and the inspiring. We coming out where?
The comedy.
Listen, if you in San Antonio, it's how many people on here I don't know. But listen, it's 400 some people that's gonna see this. I'm claiming it. Come to Rock the Mic. Rock the Mic. Look it up. I think it's Rock the Mic. It's at Upstage Comedy Lounge. It's first Thursday of the month. When you pay your rent and you pay your little $10 to get in there, and you forget about all that rent you just paid, you gonna laugh, you gonna sing, you gonna cry, you gonna see some folks that you ain't seen, you gonna listen. Listen, they got Janelle Moore on the stage. The fire starter coming to she coming to rap, she coming to listen, she coming to do her thing. Listen, y'all know the fire starter been locked up in her room forever, so we done got her outside. Y'all better come to Rock the Mic, man. It is amazing. If you
I'm trying to be found, okay? At this point, they gonna find me. I don't order
to be found.
I don't order enough Sheen to be found. So,
but listen, we ain't trying to steal nobody either. So we might have to go outside and,
Hey, I'm open. I'm available. I'm gonna take a chance, like my brother just said. And hey, I plan on being next. But that's
all right,
y'all.
You got next. All right, y'all. That's it, y'all. Y'all have an amazing night. Listen, follow Endure Entertainment YouTube. Follow Anjanette Speaks on YouTube. Follow Anjanette Speaks on Facebook. Follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok where I'll be acting a fool at. Come on, y'all. Follow me. See you later. Y'all have an amazing night.
All right, bye.
Bye.